y'all.
A little something.
Go ahead, man. Break it down.
When you really break it down,
We're just two honks and a Negro serving the Lord. We're just two honks and a Negro singing our song.
Welcome, everybody. What is going on? Brother Jay, how you doing today? Yo, I got a question for you that I got hit with at work.
Okay.
If you had a choice, or I guess if you do have a choice, but at what age, how would you like to die, and at what age?
Ooh, loaded
Good
question.
Right?
Yeah. Damn, that's a hard one. Cause it really depends on where I am in life. Honestly,
You asked me fucking 3 sips ago. I would have said in fucking Tower 1.
I was gonna say, I would die now. Yeah, I don't. Ooh, you said where though? Also,
Yeah, place to be, and then
honest?
where and at what age?
Ooh, damn, dog.
I hope you educate us with this question.
I want to be in Gaza.
Do you want to be in Gaza?
Yeah, because they bombing shit.
There's also a second part to this question. So
and anywhere. Let's see. When did I start hating life and started hating living? Probably
it was the same thing in a sense.
25.
When did I start hating life and start hating living?
Yeah, 25, 26 is when I was like, hey, I can end this. This is fine. We don't need to keep going any more years. My heart with the blood in my chest at any point from this point forward is great. So yeah, probably anything from 26 up.
26 in Gaza.
Yeah, because they bombed.
How are you going? Are you going out with this like? You just get hit with a
just
missile?
random. I wanted just a random drone strike.
Paint the picture for me. So it's a Monday morning. You got to go out, get your fucking water for the week.
Yeah.
You're dressed in your full little dress joint because you're in the desert. Yep. You got you got a hat on. You got a little fucking kufi on. Are you Muslim?
Put me. No. I'm just out here supporting. I'm just out here supporting the Palestinians.
Supporting the Muslim faith, or are we still?
No, Christian? I'm just supporting the Palestinians. Fuck their faith. I'm just supporting the people. I don't care what y'all believe.
All right. Yeah, but at your age, so are we talking now? But at the age of 26?
I mean, even before, I've never been a fan.
I don't think shit was getting. Shit has been getting busy over there forever, but I don't know. Shit's been getting busy over there since since you were 25, 26.
No, 100%. You'd always get a Hezbollah or
not Hezbollah. It's the fucking young bull.
The other one.
We
are dumb Americans.
Yeah, we are.
Jesus Christ. But
we also do this at the latest point of the day, and I've also had 3 or 4 shots of tequila, and
I feel that
I've been fucking just kind of unwinding to do this.
2 shots of Buffalo Trace and 2 bombs on it. Long 14-hour day. No, I just want to be out. I just want to be out during my day, and then boom.
You just want to get Hamas.
Yes. Hamas. They're the ones that get busy.
Hummus.
Yeah, I just want to get caught with some explosion. I don't even know.
That definitely doesn't seem like a bad way to go. Because I still do I still get hit with random videos of people dying on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
So I appreciate the industrial poof, you're gone.
Right.
Kind of ones. I seen a dude, he was cleaning out a tank or something,
and
it just combusted. So all of this fucking pressure and fire just came ripping out of this tiny porthole that was probably about 12 inches around, and he was just gone. He just disappeared.
Yeah.
It's just oh shit, bright light. Okay, I'm gone.
I don't even want to see the light. I don't even want to hear the drone. I want no acknowledge.
You just want to be like moseying
happen.
down the street,
Yeah.
trying to get you water, or like
Yep.
hitting the market to fucking grab a couple papayas, or
Yeah.
whatever.
I want to see the planes fly
Jack
past.
Link's beef jerky.
Like I want to be so dumb and ignorant. I see the planes fly past me. Like
You wouldn't even have that because they don't even use planes. They just launch them. Shit.
Whatever it is, I want to see the aircraft going over and be like,
oh shit, that looks pretty cool.
I wonder where they're going. Boom. That dumb. Like, oh, they came here. Got it.
Yeah, I said that like I wanted to be. Well, this actually ties in, like, from what my answer is, it ties into the second part of this question.
Okay.
It's like if you had like went for a medical check and like they hit you with like, yo, you only got like a month left to live, what would be like the first thing you do? And I got a toss up.
Have you ever thought about that question?
If you got told you have a month left to live and what you're gonna do?
Mm-hmm.
Well, first of all, I'm going to grab as many credit. I'm going to apply for
Have you
many
ever
credit
has
cards.
that thought ever come across your mind like before this?
Before this, yes, I've heard this question before, and like I've kind of put a little bit of thought into it.
Okay.
I suffer from ADHD, so I tend to forget all of the things that I think about, and then I don't store them and fucking. I find that information not to be that necessary for the rest of my life, so then I kind of like. For me, all right, well, you don't do that
it's
anymore.
Always like in my mind because that's why I don't go to doctors. I don't need you to go to a doctor. Like I've seen this John where this lady went because she fell down the steps, hurt her arm, went to the hospital. Right? Like, oh, I fell down the steps.
Can you hear
my back hurts, my arm hurts.
Anytime I talk to you, can you hear like a fucking whooshing noise? Okay.
And they go do the scans and they come back, and she's like, oh yeah, so like how bad is my arm? They're like, yeah, your arm is broken, but the reason you have back pain is because you have a tumor in your back. Oh, I thought it was like, yeah, no, we got her like a emergency. I'm like, she went there for a fucking broken arm.
That can happen,
and that's why I don't go to doctors because that's how that happens. Though you go for a regular checkup or you go for some bullshit, and then next thing you know, hey, got some.
Yeah, but why would you not want to know? Like, why would you not want to like find out that like, yo, you got like a month or two to live? And then you can go on a wild.
The only way you find out you have a month to live is when you get to, unless you go for some other shit and they find it. You go because you're feeling shitty, and then they're like, "Oh yeah, the reason you're feeling shitty."
Yeah, but then you can go out planning, like you can plan on doing some going out shit.
But that's when I would go to a doctor.
Like being in a bed, being like, "Damn, I like everything fucking hurts. This shit sucks," and then you sneeze and you just die.
Because my I want to call my friend.
You just be putting Vicks Vapor Rub all over your fucking lips for like 3 months.
This kid I don't know that's friends with my other friend. His uncle had terminal cancer, and by the time I met him, he only had like a couple years to live. And, like he was on hospice. He was getting liquid morphine. Shout out to him for that.
Dog, with the button.
No. They gave him vials so he can inject himself whenever he was feeling shitty. That's what I'm saying. Shout out to him.
Yeah, they're definitely not doing that shit today. They're definitely not doing that. Whether or not you're dying, they're still not just giving you vials of morphine anymore.
When he was on like his last like month, he was just giving everything away and like selling some shit. And he's like, yeah, I got this bottle of liquid morphine I can't get rid of.
So sad though. Like that shit sucks.
I mean, yeah, but what I'm saying is like, so like he knew he had.
That's like the long drown out of like, yo, I'm not gonna be here in a month or two. I just got to get rid of this kind of shit.
The fact that he even lived a couple years was longer than the doctors told him. It was. Hey, you've got.
See, that's where like I don't know if it is like the normal person or if it's just the criminal brain that I have. It's like immediately try and get approved for as many credit cards as literally physically possible, and then I'm gonna go and immediately try and cash advance all of them, Johns. I'm not paying a cent of these, and I'm going out on a fucking tear.
Oh, now hold on though, because I had that thought as a young boy also. Then as I got older, I understood that debt then just goes to my family, And I don't necessarily like. Yes, I'm dead, but like I don't want to leave that with like my like that's fucked up. My mom gets a bill, my girl gets a bill. Like, that's wrong. Now I've ruined y'all lives financially, possibly, probably for what? Because I wanted to go out with a bang.
You know what you do? You know what happens?
What?
They just fucking don't pay it. That shit goes to collections. And
Yeah, but that ain't credit.
All right, your credit's fucked up. It's not fucked up for life. It's fucked up for 7 years.
7 years. My mom don't necessarily got another 7.
Yeah, right now. You're not getting fucking diagnosed with terminal cancer right now.
Not going to a doctor right now. So I'm letting the cancer just grow.
Yeah, but you could just go out on a spree.
I could, bro. No, I've had so many thoughts because part of me was like, yeah, I want to do the money thing. Part of me was like, I just want to go on like a rampage.
I might just be a criminal and a shitty person.
Yeah.
But like, dog, I'm taking all the cash advances. I'm going straight to Colombia, dog. I'm going to find me a village and I'm going to look like a fucking, like Casper the Ghost.
I'm going to do that.
Walking around this fucking village.
You give me 2 months to live. First month, money, drug binge. 6 weeks. Give me 6 weeks. That's 6 weeks of that 2 months. 7 weeks of that crazy drugs and money.
Dog, I'm going to act as the wildest drug kingpin in Colombia that they have ever seen since,
my nigga,
since Pablo Escobar.
That last week, GTAing motherfuckers. Like, I'm trying to spark as many motherfuckers as I can. Like, oh, they thought the Vegas shooting was fucking nuts. Hey, guess what?
Ooh, I have a question for you, and I wanted to know. Well, I have a question just because of we obviously we know about we live in Philly, around Philly, so right. We know the Philly thing that happened recently with the murders, right?
Yeah.
Do you know who those people were that got murdered?
I didn't even know who the bull was that got murdered.
So the bull that was getting the breakfast platter video.
Oh, that nigga. I definitely didn't know who that nigga was.
Okay, so I got the scoop on all of that shit today.
Okay.
And then like it totally like
it all comes together
into a loop of being like, no, it just made me daydream about becoming like a DJ academics for the streets of Philadelphia kind of deal.
Holy shit.
But anyways, the
bull DJ Vlad, but okay.
Yeah, a DJ Vlad, but for the fucking just the Philly area.
Right.
And I would just culture vulture and become a fucking become the news outlet of gang violence.
Yep.
Or just of gang shit. So, but I was just like, dude, there's got to be a guy for Philly that's doing that, right? It's not. Why can't I do it? But I'm way too old to be fucking stepping into the ring of that. But anyways, so the bull that got fucking blasted that was on the bicycle,
right?
That was this fucking rapper brother from Philly.
Oh, okay.
I don't know the fucking dude's exact name because I've been drinking a little bit. But there was also a subsequent, like I think the next day or two days later, or like a couple days later, there was another video that got posted of like, yo, Philly right now is crazy.
Right.
And it was a fucking dude in an SUV sitting like behind like a truck. And another car comes right up on him and just starts fucking shooting him. Philly rapper is now dead.
Right.
Little something. Something.
Gotcha.
So the dude in the video of the breakfast, like the breakfast platter video, dude, that got fucking executed.
Yeah.
Crazily. That was his brother.
Wait, so we're talking about the bull that just got killed, Dull. YBC Dull.
Yes. YBC Dull. His brother is the dude who got popped in the breakfast platter video.
That's not funny, but
Lil Dull, his video got put up like a couple days later of him in an SUV just driving down the street, and dudes just pulled up on him and just unloaded like
he stopped behind the SEPTA bus.
Yes, it was a double SEPTA bus, and then the bull came up on him and just fucking started popping through the driver's side door or driver's side window and door.
Yeah, and
then he drove off to wherever, I guess possibly to a hospital or whatever.
Funny, no. They drove to a friend's house to pick up somebody, and then drove to the hospital, and then he died. He died.
Yeah, Lil Dull.
It's
But then
it's not
also
Lil Dull,
like
it's YBC,
YBC then fucking
young bag chaser.
went to whatever and then went to the hospital. But then like my homie at work, he was like, he then fills me in and was like, yeah, YBC's been acting crazy. He's been making music videos where he makes rap, like he makes songs where he's digging up his dead ops.
Yeah.
So yeah, I found all that shit out today, and I was just like, "Damn, bro, this shit goes crazy." And I didn't know if you knew what the story.
I didn't
know
that was
know
his
the
brother,
whole story.
But so the digging up the grave, he didn't necessarily dig up a grave. He dug up dirt and insinuated
like in
a graveyard.
It can be artistically construed as he was digging up his option.
100%. He got the point across.
He does say about like digging up their graves or some shit.
Yeah. I mean, you're not gonna look.
And that obviously that's crazy, mad disrespectful.
But then 2 days before he died, the video came out with him walking through the hood with the white boy talking about, yeah, me and my niggas spray shit, we clear shit out, we've done this, niggas ain't never touched me in my city. Woo. Cool.
Yeah, I feel like I remember seeing that, and I don't remember whose channel that was. Was it all? It wasn't Channel 5 News, was it?
What? That played the interview?
Yeah, the interview.
I don't know. I saw it online. Funny enough, I saw it online before he died. I saw it when it got posted because I was like, "Who the fuck is this nigga?"
Yeah, because I feel like he was part of. Did he ever do stints in like Kensington?
Who? The white boy?
YCB.
Did he do something in Kensington?
Not like but like did he like? Because there's another rapper that's down in Kensington area. He like lived in Kensington his whole life. His name's Skrilla.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if he put YCB onto this
white boy
because they went down there to do a little documentary about the streets.
Yes.
YCB like Skrilla's always down there.
Yes.
I don't remember if YCB hopped into or was part of the interview, like being like, "Yo, I help the people out here in these streets," kind of like that, or like, "Yo,
oh no, there was none.
You don't get touched out here."
No,
I do kind of remember seeing a video of him, like him and all of his homies walking down the streets in Philly, and like, "Yo, we just kind of run shit down here.
Yeah,
nobody touches us. We bop off on anybody." I do remember seeing that, but I can't remember exactly where right now. But I didn't know if you knew the fucking backstory because I remember you showed me the video. Like, yo, Philly is crazy right now of the breakfast platter bowl, which that shit was insane.
That was as YBC Doll would say, that nigga got overcooked. Like,
yeah, that shit was insane. He got dumped on like off of every clip that was in that guy.
You know what I love about watching them videos is watching the niggas that's doing the shooting's feet. Them niggas just be hopping around as if them niggas was getting shot at while they shooting. Yeah, I'm like, yo, what is y'all niggas jumping around for? Just stand still.
Every time I see it, I think of the fucking little mouse from Tom and Jerry.
Oh my god!
For whatever reason, I just think of little Jerry just fucking hopping around, acting crazy because they're just busting off.
And then they be missing half the shots because they jumping around and shit.
Oh yeah,
that's why you see him come back.
Yeah,
they're like, oh shit, I still got bullets. Oh, let me actually.
I still got bullets, and he's still breathing on the ground because like we've unloaded literally 100 rounds into this guy or around this guy. This is like Jesus Christ, dude. This is nuts.
But hey, on the positive side though, on the seemingly positive side, I don't watch the news. I don't watch the news, so I honestly,
we're not going to see any more grave dug up fucking
no. I don't watch the news, so I very well could be wrong. I'm probably wrong, but I feel like I don't hear about innocent bystanders anymore or mistaken identity shit. Niggas is walking down on niggas now, like in broad daylight. So it's not like, oh, they drove down and shot the hood up or shot the house, and this little 5-year-old girl caught a stray and she died, and now we marching in the city. Yeah, not anymore. I haven't seen any more of that recently.
I guess that is a
walking down the city.
Positive is that like they're more direct. They're more pinpointing who the op is instead of like being like, "Yo, he's in this house. Right. We're just gonna lay lead into this house, and like anybody who catches it catches it."
Which I will
versus,
say,
yo, we're gonna pinpoint, we're gonna find this guy on the fucking streets, and then we're gonna Tom and Jerry fucking unload on this guy.
social media and rap music, as drill music specifically, not rap, has played a part in that because niggas talk about in their raps walking down on niggas and standing over niggas. Niggas love to imitate rap. And then you also have the social media aspect where the nigga might post about going to the store or whatever, or post a pic or something. Niggas be like, oh, bet he over there. Oh, he be there a lot. Say less. We're going to catch him.
That's what's so crazy is that people just be randomly going live, and it's just like, oh, yo, he's over there right now. Yo, let's just go catch him. And then you have so many of these people that just get caught in like diners and like,
yeah. I mean,
so like you really gotta either be on your P's and Q's or you gotta be about that life. There can't be no fraudulent shit. And like, I don't know. I get like there is a lifespan on how far you could be in that life on like, and be on the P's and Q's.
But it's
you better be moving shit and making some money so you can start paying some motherfuckers so that way you can stay protected.
No, but like even though when he doing the interview with the white boy, he walking through the hood and he turning his head. Be in the streets, gotta keep your head on a swivel. And he like, hey yo, what car is that? Hey yo, they busting the Huey. So like when you walking through the street, you be on your P's and Q's. When you was driving, you wasn't watching no mirrors. You was just caught lagging. Like it's wild to me when niggas like that type shit happens. Oh, that nigga got caught in the car. Oh, he got caught out the gas station. Like, but I mean, what can you do if a nigga got the drop on you?
Yeah, we put up we showed my one coworker the bull that the older had that barbecues. We showed YBC Dole music video in the graveyard or whatever.
Mm.
And he was like, "Damn, dog, new hip hop is trash."
You see the bull's mom? She was out here talking shit on live.
Dole's mom?
No, one of his ops moms that one of his people's killed or he killed. He was on IG Live talking heavy. She was quoting Lil Durk lyrics, talking about y'all, he would still be alive if y'all and gas him up. He was talking crazy on live.
Like, how do you feel about that, dog? How you feel about that? That shit sounds fucking, bro. I would be.
Oh, bro, if you were to see his mom, she looked like a dude, and she got tats on her, like she looked like a Philly nigga. So like, she was definitely not upset.
She's down with it or whatever.
Yeah,
but like,
she wasn't upset her son was in the streets. She in the streets, like, and she talking heavy. And now, granted, she was on her background was nice. She looked like she was not in Philly. Pool behind her, there was palm trees and
she's
shit.
on vacation.
Yeah, she wasn't in the city talking heavy, but still, she talking heavy. Like, the parents keeping that same energy is always nuts to me.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
or
the one that's like
promoting
this shit.
You ain't hear your son rap? Come on, stop playing.
The one who's out here just saying like, "Yo, yeah, we about this life."
You know, I do
feel bad. Doing shit.
I feel bad for the friends and shit, because like I'm all fully understand hey, if I can't catch you, I'm gonna catch your mans, I'm gonna catch your mom, your aunt, your cousin, your brother. I'm gonna catch you wherever the fuck I can and make you come find me, and then we can do it. But I feel bad for the niggas that is collateral because this other nigga can't be caught. You know, he moved too nice to where niggas he never in the same spot twice, never in the same car twice. You know what I mean? Like, he got thorough niggas around him, they ain't gonna fucking backdoor him. Yeah, all right, nigga, I see your granny every night, fucking little bingo spot. I'm gonna catch her. I know you gonna go to the funeral, nigga. I'll catch you at the funeral, which has happened.
Yeah.
Or the niggas come out of jail. I pay your bail. I know you in county. I'm gonna pay your bail, nigga. Come on outside. And I splatter your shit in front of the prison. Like, that's just wild to me. Like,
yeah, that's some next level debauchery of like the rules of engagement have clearly changed where it's just like,
yeah, like, nigga, I'd be scared to get bailed out. Like, if I was the nigga yo, who bailed me out? They ain't
let me
I'll stay.
I'll stay here.
I'll stay to the next release.
Let me get that time served, you know.
Yeah.
Get that little extra time served here.
I'm definitely making a couple calls. Yo, who bailed me up? None of you niggas know? I'll just sit for a little. Like that shit's crazy.
Yeah, this shit's wild. I got the full rundown from my homie at work, dude, and I was just like, "Damn, dog, I didn't know none of that."
Yeah,
Like, I
I
seen
know.
every video, and I was like, you got muted." But like, I was like, "Yo, I had no idea what none of this shit was connected." I should have thought they were connected just because of,
I would have never. No, I don't. And honestly, I don't know if your coworkers, because when Doll first died, people thought that was him on the bike, and his dad put out his long post on Doll's Instagram talking like, "Yo, that's not my son." Da 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 da. You know, privacy, all this bullshit. You know, my son wasn't the same, but whatever. You know, all that bullshit. So I would have thought that he would have.
Hold on. If he had said that, that's technically a lie.
What do you mean?
Because supposedly that was like Young Dolph's brother.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Or,
so like, I don't know if
it's possibly a very close cousin. I heard brother, but I could be misquoting. So,
I would think
that shit was
would have
definitely super disrespectful.
Also,
I do find it wild that, like, then okay, the second video comes out, he's getting smacked up in the car. Like, there wasn't some retaliation.
No, because we got to get this nigga to a hospital. Like, it's only us in the vehicle. Like, if it was on the street.
No, not in the moment. I'm talking about on the Young Brothers.
Oh, who's to say there's
like,
not?
What? I'm sure there might have been, but like, you just don't have the social.
Talking to the Philly niggas that work at Home Depot.
I would assume that you want like that shit out there in the ethos is like.
Well, I was gonna say even the niggas
clap back immediately.
That be in Philly were like we were talking about it after it happened, and they was like, yeah, no, Philly about to be a war zone. I'm not coming outside for a little bit. Like, they understand that like it's about to go up. Like, if not, it's already up. Like, crazy. Just because there was a shooting, there was a shooting last night in Philadelphia, whatever. That very well could be connected, but we don't know, and the news don't know. But the niggas that did the shooting, them niggas know. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm sure there was get back that day.
Niggas trying to spin, but I'm sure, but I'm sure.
You gotta spin.
Yeah, well, I just wasn't sure if you were caught up on the street lore Philly. But then that also put me into mind. I was like, damn, dog, it'd be really sick to just fucking. Oh, it was the Buckingham show.
I don't see nothing about.
That's what it was. Just Brandon Buckingham.
I have no idea what you're talking about, but nah, his brother ain't get killed.
He posted a video of this bull 8 days ago.
Oh, is you talking about the white boy?
Yeah, the white boy with the hat.
That's what I said.
That's what I said. You didn't say who he was.
I don't know who he is.
I just said who it was.
And I had no idea. And I said I have no idea who the fuck you talking about.
Yeah, it's Brandon Buckingham. He's who is he trying to fight?
You trying to fight it, nigga?
Yeah, he's always trying to fight Sneeko?
Oh,
some other YouTuber or whatever, dude.
But,
right. Pussy versus pussy.
Brandon seems kind of cool.
Seems like a bitch, but yeah.
You don't even know what he looks like or who he is.
I do know he. I watched the interview with him and Dalt. Like I said, that's how I even knew about Dalt before he died. I've seen that video. I seen the interview with them niggas walking through the city and shit. Like, it was just coincidence.
I do like his videos of like, because when I was learning about, when I was like kind of when my ADD kicked in and onto the Juggalo festival, was just the gathering of the Juggalos. I was just like, because I was like, I've always clowned Juggalos. I was like, this is fucking super gay. Y'all just spraying Fago on each other, and then like. I started goofing on this kid in my work. He looks like he would be a Juggalo. Like, he just had, I don't know, he just has that like aura and face around him that's just like, dog, I can see you painting your face, or like you just seem like you don't really have that many like friends or something. So like, get down with the fam or some shit like that, right? And I just kept messing with him about like gathering the Juggalos, and then like. Then I ended up like it obviously stumbled into my algorithm because I was talking about it in real life. So, and then then I started watching videos of like them just fucking being at the festival, and I was like, yo, this shit's fucking crazy and seemed absolutely insane. So that's when I ended up asking you and Tim. It was like, yo, would y'all ever go to the gathering of the Juggalos?
Gotcha.
Because it seems like it would be a insane time to go there, and would be a fantastic place to do like interviews of people or whatever. Like
I'm trying to go to Burning Man now that people are dying there.
Burning Man's always had people dying there.
I don't know. No. It just made the news the other day. A lady died on the first day of Burning Man. They talk like that don't happen every year. Actually,
Nah,
that was a point they made in the news.
That shit happens all the time.
I know, not according to the news, it don't.
The problem is that Burning Man used to be just of like people that like were there. They were like artistic people that also did a lot of drugs. Like it was a festival, so like people are doing drugs.
Yeah.
But like then it became like a popularized thing, and since it's out west, people from like California and shit started going to it, and then it became like a Coachella kind of festival.
That it did.
Of like rich motherfuckers going there in RVs and like just kind of like I don't know, things like that is like when once it becomes super popular, it becomes for like the normies.
Yep.
So then it becomes uncool. It's kind of one of those situations. So like you had a bunch of people who were drug addicts, or not drug addicts, but like could handle drugs, and were going to this thing. It was like super cool, and then rich people heard about it and was like, "Yo, that sounds cool."
Yep.
So, and then eventually someone's going to show up. Fent's been getting into everything, so someone's going to get a bag of fucking coke and Fent. So,
yeah.
One person dying though
on the
to a festival doesn't seem
not
super
die at
bad.
festivals like that. Stop.
People be dying at festivals.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
All right, when was the last time a nigga died at a festival?
I'm pretty sure people die.
I mean,
at
other
almost
than
every
Burning Man,
festival.
that just happened.
Every time I go to a festival, which isn't a lot,
somebody's
there's
died.
always medical people running around crazy.
That's not saying there's somebody is actually dying or has died. That's different.
I don't know, man.
Just because you're passed out and people are like, hey, this person's unconscious, and then they get him up or hit him with Narcan and they're perfectly fine back dancing a day later
or
or
a
hours
chick's
later.
getting fucking absolutely butt fucked in a porta potty by everybody in line.
Fire. I'm trying to be the first and the second.
Crazy. But like, yeah, I've definitely heard some stories of like some people getting into some crazy shit. But like, I've definitely seen people get carted off, and like, I don't know if they're still alive. I don't know. I've definitely seen dudes been like carrying off a guy or a chick, and like somebody's holding the head, someone's got the arm, someone's got the legs. That motherfucker looks like they're not breathing. But I'm not a fucking medical doctor. I'm not going to tell them they're dead. So just because it's not reported doesn't mean it didn't happen. You think people are always reporting a dead body, especially if drugs are involved?
At a festival? Yes.
Nah.
Okay.
So people will go to festivals and bury bottles of booze months in advance.
That is completely different than somebody dying.
I mean, stick them in the ground, dog.
Okay.
Someone gonna find them?
Find who, the body?
you bury him, yeah.
Nobody's burying a body. Now we're talking about committing a murder.
No, we didn't say committed murder. We found this motherfucker dead. We didn't want to talk to the cops. We're all obviously all high. Why don't we just dig a hole real quick, throw them in the hole, we'll fill up the hole, and then we'll all just go home. I could see that happening with a bunch of dudes that are fucking tweaking on fucking drugs.
Not at a
for
festival
a couple days. I don't know if you've been to festivals, but you're talking about some seriously strung out people.
100%. I get it. To say that it would never happen, I'm not saying that, but the odds That's a very slim.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there are people that would like. There's good people out there that would definitely be like, "Yo, we gotta get you to a hospital. We gotta look out for you." I'm sure that would be more of the case than not.
Yeah, there's just too many
To hear-
people around.
How they died at Burning Man is a question. Like, was it an overdose? Are we talking about like lack of water? Did they drown? I heard that was a problem at Burning Man this year. It fucking poured its
Jesus
ass off, and people were getting flooded out.
Oh yeah, I did hear that. Yes.
Like there's probably some nuance to this story. I mean, was this lady 100% healthy? But I mean,
Well, they don't know how she
it does
died
seem
and
to be like one of those
left.
situations where like Burning Man does seem to be becoming like one of those like festivals. It's like in the realm of like EDC, and it just becomes, or like Coachella, where it becomes super popular and
Nobody's
rich
saying it
people
was
have kind of
drugs.
ruined it.
They don't know. Well, at least at the time when it happened, like they didn't know why and how she died. So like, and now they probably know. I gotta try.
That's gotta be a kind of sick way to go, though. Circling back to the fucking how to die kind of way.
I don't want to die at a festival.
Dog, hitting yourself with a fucking fat bag of fentanyl is probably gonna be so cool of a way to die.
I'd rather die in some pussy. Me dying.
Well, I mean, yeah, obviously that's the number one answer. Go out as how you came in, but like,
Shout out Kevin.
I don't know if you've ever done heroin. I've never
No.
done heroin, but like,
Not yet.
those bulls seem to really like it, so it's gotta feel pretty fucking good.
Actually,
So-
no. From what I hear, like when I'll be watching like interviews of like dope fiends, like they're not a fan of it. But like it's such a
Yeah,
body.
but they're hooked on it. Some like they're hooked on the feeling of it somewhere.
No, they're hooked. I
Or
mean,
else they
it's,
wouldn't
it's,
do
a,
it.
it's the addiction. It's their body will then start to feel like shit, just like an
Yeah,
alcoholic.
it's just a hurt, but like it's not.
So
you,
to stop
you
the
do
hurt,
like the feeling of it. Like
no.
you yes, you did. You're
At
not going to tell
first,
me that you
yes.
would continue to do heroin or fentanyl if you didn't like the feeling of a Perk 30. If you didn't feel that warm feeling of a Perk 30, that nice warm hug of a pain-free existence for an hour or two, and then it gets amplified through the I'm blanking. I'm gonna blank. I had a little brain fart. I'm having a stroke. But like by the Earth-made compound, because like that's what the like Percocet and shit derives from. It's an opioid. It derives from opiate or opium, which is a plant-based compound, right? So
You're
like those
still
things are
talking about it as a
synthetic. They're
fun thing. Not from an addict perspective. You're talking from the perspective
what
of
do you think they're chasing? Yeah, when you're doing a bag, or if you're doing a fucking bag, a shot of heroin, to feel like normal, yeah, obviously, like that part, you're already to a point where it sucks.
right. That's what.
But
dude,
like
that's the
you're
addict.
still chasing. Once you get a bag of probably that fentanyl, it probably feels just like the first day you
I'm
fucking
sure.
hit yourself
Yes.
with a needle.
and that's
you
why I said,
felt
and
that immediate rush,
yes.
and then you were like,
you're not an addict at that point. You're talking about addict.
And then you just fall out. I could
Like,
probably
don't-
compare it to like fucking fishing out on fucking whippets.
So what?
Fishing out on nitrous.
Oh no.
I don't know if you've ever done so. Have you ever done so? You've never
No.
done it. You've never done nitrous.
No, I don't want to.
Yeah, you stayed away from the party scene.
No, I just never wanted to huff anything. Like I always felt like.
So
all
was
right,
it like
cool.
was it because Dare came into your school and
No,
was like, yo,
could
like
care
don't
less
do
about it.
this, this
I'm
hurts
already-
your brain.
I'm smoking, so like I understand that smoking is already killing brain cells. So like I heard huffing is going to kill more brain, so I was like, I just I'm not trying to be a fucking retard. Like I already smoke weed. Like I don't understand necessarily how brain cells work.
I
Like,
commend you on not
I
just
get them
like,
back.
let me try this, see what all the fuss is about.
But then also I had a couple people die in my school from huffing and shit. Like they died in car crashes and shit. So like that was also like a thing. It's like, oh wait, no, what? That time in high school, I like living, so it was like, nah, I'm cool.
That is the most. That's insane. Yeah, they died from a couple car crashes from huffing. It's like, holy shit, dog! You were ripping balloons as you were driving.
They were
That's nuts. Dog.
No, they wasn't huffing
insane.
balloons. They was it was paint or some shit. I forget what these girls had.
Either way, you're cutting oxygen off to your brain while you're operating a motor vehicle. That's a recipe for disaster.
You might have been too young, but there was a memorial for him. It's right by Wawa corporate. Like if you driving past Wawa corporate, there's like an overpass and shit eventually, right?
Yeah, at the bottom of the hill.
So there used to be a memorial on that underpass because they was coming down the road, up in girl, I guess blacked out and smacked into the fucking
median.
The underpass
on a pole. Yeah.
No, she smacked into the side of the joint.
I mean, when you're operating a vehicle and you're causing your brain to lose oxygen, where, it's pretty much the same thing as like the fucking throw you up against a wall and like hold you up. You know that game? You know what I'm talking about? People used to play it back in the day.
Oh. What'd you say?
Do you not have a second earpiece in?
Remember?
Oh, yes, that's right.
Fucking cats.
All right. So, have you ever played that? Did you ever play the game or hear of the game back in the day where like you have a friend like cross up on your chest?
Oh,
and, like,
yes.
put you against a wall?
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
Oh,
but good. Like, okay, you're now doing this behind the wheel of a vehicle. Like, that sucks, but you obviously were playing with a flamethrower in a cardboard room.
100%.
Like, RIP to those people, but goddamn, y'all were making the craziest of decisions.
But you know what's funny, or I guess not funny, maybe ironic. So like I didn't puff anything because I knew a couple people that died in car crashes. But I knew this girl, Ashley, that died at a party from a drug overdose of pills. Did not stop me from popping pills. At all. Didn't even think about it, girl.
If you never appeased you, then if it never like piqued your interest, and never piqued your interest. I've always been on like the open-minded kind of side. I've been like, let me experience the things, and then I'll make my own judgments based on that.
Also,
so
black, so like it's not necessarily a black thing. So when I did go to parties,
you could.
No, I'm talking
today
about
it is.
Yeah, today, but I'm talking back then. Like that was a white thing. Like even Quay.
Yeah,
like,
I mean it seems like a white party kind of thing.
Thanks. Like that's not.
Well, it is always crazy that the bull that I would see that has the tank and selling all the balloons, he was always a black guy.
I bet. You probably like, whites love this shit.
Yeah, I'm getting snow bunnies galore with this shit. So
them niggas was definitely raping bitches.
Oh, absolutely. No, there's been multiple like occasions where I was like, yeah, this seems like this is going down a bad hole, but let me get a couple more balloons, dog. Let me hold a couple of these joints. So it just made the music sound cooler at the time.
But isn't it just like the acid feeling? Wah, wah, wah. Or no?
No.
Okay.
I don't know, but it is like a high, like it's like the feeling of it is like, I don't really know how to describe this, because you almost do like feel like you are dying.
Oh, I'm super good. I don't want to feel like I'm dying.
The only thing I can kind of sort of compare it to like feels like it's a weird feeling in like, I don't know if you've ever done salvia back in the day.
No. My
Oh,
friend freaked out. And triggered me.
I will say that I've done that a few times, and that is still the most intense. And I've done mushrooms, I've done acid. My fault for hitting the microphone.
No, you're good.
I've done DMT. I've never done muscaline or peyote, but like I've done the major hallucinogens, and I've done like a good amount of them. I've never had an experience that was more intense than salvia. I literally came back like it was a complete blast off, and like I came back, my body was completely shaking and drenched, sweating profusely. It was insane. And like I felt like I was just like in a complete dream out of body experience. It was the most insane feeling. Like the only part I can equate to whippets is there's a moment where you're like kind of entering the other realm, shall we say, the blast off kind of period, where that kind of feels the same, where like you're almost losing touch with yourself.
Ooh, I don't like that.
I was just
It's not really losing touch, but like you're just kind of like you feel like you're about to like kind of like either pass out or like about to like just kind of go to sleep, I guess.
Gotcha.
Quickly. So like I will say like in my personal experience, I will say that like when I did salvia, I was in my bedroom at my mom's house, and there was two it was me and Jim and which I need to convey with him and talk to him about this because I don't remember what his experience was. I don't know if he extremely remembers or whatnot. But like then I had two buddies that came over because they had just picked up the stuff.
okay.
And like I was feeling high on my high horse because like I had smoked it before and it didn't do anything. So I was like, yeah, dude, just bring that shit over. That shit's fucking weak. We'll blaze that shit up. No problem. So then we fucking packed a bong pack of it, of this fucking percolated beaker bottom fucking bong. Doesn't really matter. So then Jim rips it first. Neither one of the other two people smokes this.
Mm.
Should have been a telltale sign.
Yep.
I guess. But like we had already, because me and Jim, they were like, "Yo, you two can go first." Should have been a telltale sign, but like we're just like, this shit, bitch shit, dog. We've been doing this shit for years. So Jim takes a fucking diesel rip, hands the bong to me. While I'm taking this a diesel rip, he's sitting on my bed. I'm standing across from him. Doors to my left. Homie is standing like next to the door.
Okay.
I got another couch. I got a couch like to the right of me. So Jim's left. Jim is sitting on the couch and just goes like kind of like wide-eyed and just face first off the bed, just boom, straight on the ground. I fucking get done taking my rip. I'm still holding it in. I pass the bong to my homie, hand it to him, and then I go to pick up Jim. Put the hooks in under his arms, and I'm like, "Yo, dog, what are you doing here? Sit back up on the bed." I pull him up, and then I just fall on the ground.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Dude, it was like a Wizard of Oz kind of moment. Like, you know, when like she's in the house and like she's stuck in the tornado. But like I'm Dorothy at the window right now. Fucking the room is fucking spinning, and all I see is the fucking two homies that didn't smoke's face. And there's just like and like the one homie's fucking got this crazy ass laugh. Like actually both homies had crazy ass laugh to be thinking about it. So then I ended up like I fall down, but like I don't know at this point. So then I'm like, yo, I like kind of come to like probably like 5 seconds before we had smoked it. Right. So Jim's still on the bed. The homies are still to my left and right. and like I just passed off the bong, but like Jim didn't fall down. I'm just like, yo, I gotta get out of here. So I open up my door to my room. I walk out to my living room. My little sister at the time, she's probably like 10, is playing Grand Theft Auto. There was also, I don't remember if it was, I'm pretty sure it was 4. There was a mini game where you could go to like a bowling alley and you could play like Tetris.
Yes.
On the John. Dog. That's going on the TV. There's people inside of the boxes on the TV being like, yo, let me out of here, yo. So I'm just like, yo, what the fuck? Bend past her, go on, I walk right past. I'm like, yo, I gotta go get some air. I fucking walk right down to my front door. Open my front door. It goes third person view. My house is literally just floating in nothing.
Jesus Christ.
It's just literally just a fucking, it's nothing. I'm in the vacuum of space. And it just zooms out of me, like just standing in the doorway. And then like after probably like as it zooms out, I then come to in my room, like up against the wall, on my ass, just on the floor. I'm just like, what the fuck? And then immediately just start sweating profusely, immediately shaking, immediately have to go outside and smoke a cigarette.
See, I don't like
I'm
that.
like, and then me and Jim ended up talking about it. It was like, yo, that was like, I've smoked that shit before. That was the most insane fucking, I don't know how long we were in there.
Yeah, that I don't like that.
It was the most insane trip I've ever been on in my life.
I don't like that. Fuck that. You can't even handle weed and you was doing dumb shit. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's what I find amazing is that like I've handled that, and then like I've also smoked DMT, and I've smoked PCP.
Maybe that's why you can't smoke weed. You was doing dumb shit.
I was doing all this while I was smoking weed.
But I'm saying maybe that didn't all work. All that shit mixing together wasn't great. So now you do.
Probably not. I think what really fucked it up was the stopping of smoking the weed. Either that or like weed has become so advanced that like it gets me too high. I don't know. Because like, I think
or something.
One of the things like I think paranoia sets in with it. That's the biggest problem is that dealing with paranoia. So because that's what really throws me all off.
I feel that.
So, because like I remember, I could almost pinpoint to you like the day that like I figured out I couldn't smoke anymore. Because I was smoking for years, and then I got put on to probation.
Okay.
And then. Before I was trying to get like a couple jobs because I was tired of just like selling bud to just get money.
Right.
So I was like, yo, I can't just be paying my bills and then like apply for a job later in life and be like, yo, what did you do for this span where you didn't have a job? So I was like, all right, well, we need to get on the straight and narrow. We need to stop smoking weed. All right, what can we do? What can we do to still supplement the weed, but like not smoke weed? All right, well, there's this thing going around called Spice.
Yeah, K2, yeah.
So we start smoking K2 so that way we can pass drug tests and we can apply places. But for some reason, when I'm going to all these places and applying, I applied to Bendless Pools, Red Bull at the time. I did have like a couple like juvenile like little cases, but like shouldn't have really affected it. But none of these places were hiring at the time.
Okay.
Unlike today, but like like through COVID. But like I would put into like my applications to all these places, but then they never hear anything back. So I would end up smoking all the Spice and shit over time, and then I ended up getting my case for the felony weed. case. So for possession with intent to distribute.
Perversion.
So then once we got on to parole for, or not parole, but probation for that.
Mhm.
One of the times my homie picked me up and like we decided to smoke a spice blunt.
Ah,
And
good.
I was in the back seat of his car, and like I just felt like shit was off. I was just like, I just felt like overwhelmed with paranoia of being like, yo, I'm gonna get caught, or yo, I'm gonna get fucking in trouble for this, and then end up having to go into prison. So and then that's ended up what being happened. But like I can pinpoint to that time of like, or I can remember vividly that day of like getting picked up and like smoking this spice blunt or spice joint or bowl or whatever with these homies at the time, acquaintances, I guess you would really say. But smoking that and then just getting overwhelmed and just putting me into that point of paranoia that I hadn't felt before, and it was just like, huh, this is very weird. I feel like I'm going to get in trouble or some shit like this. So it's like, and then like ever since then, there had been another time because then that led into like I hadn't smoked anything until like I went to prison, and my cellie ended up getting the stick of spice, and I was like, nah, dude, I'm cool. Like I'm the perfect person for you to be doing this with. Which then he ends up recanting the story on actually the world's biggest Patreon podcast right now. This is obviously years before that, but he ends up recanting that story, being like, "Yeah, dude, he told me he was the perfect person to do that." He immediately laces up in boots and was like, "Yeah, we're going to the hall, dog. It's been nice knowing you." And then ever since then, dude, I just haven't been able to handle the fucking weed, and I don't understand why. It's like I can still eat like a handful of mushrooms and be fine. I'm totally can assess the situations. I mean, I might not be able to talk. It might be like, it's hard for me to describe the situation that's going on. It's hard for me to grasp the words that I need to say right now, but I'm still coherent and I can get us through these trials and tribulations at the time. So, but if I smoke some weed, dog, I'm immediately like, if any fucking audio is getting played on like some phones or something like that, they immediately go to talking shit, and I'm just like, psh.
Some insecurities. You might want to go to a therapist.
I probably do. I probably do need to go to the therapist for all these crazy insecurities, and I don't understand where they came from. I don't understand where they came from. It's
what
crazy.
The therapist is for. Figure it out.
When it stems from so much deeper than I don't understand, like because it's being like so far, or like so earlier in life than it's like
they're gonna fucking have you crying in that John. Don't worry about it.
Oh, dog, it wouldn't take that much. Dog, you put like some sad movie on, dude. I got a fucking 2-year-old daughter. What are you talking about?
Such
a girl dad, dude. You put the national anthem on right now. I guarantee you, I'm shedding a tear.
You are such a fucking sissy. Holy shit! I hope I don't.
I'm a patriot, dog. That song will get me every time. I don't know what it is.
You're a fucking
Jesus fucking Christ.
I don't know what it is. I'm a fucking patriot. Sorry, I love my country.
Patriot.
Sorry, I wasn't born in some fucking bullshit desert country.
You were just saying you're a girl dad, so now it's not even you're a girl dad. Now it's just you're a patriot. Is that why you be crying on fucking Lion King?
No, that won't usually get me.
New Kung Fu Panda, you're gonna cry when fucking
no. Okay, I won't do that.
When Elsa,
it's usually got to be like a really, really fucked up story.
Like Bambi.
Also, did you know that apparently Mufasa is the bad guy in Lion King? Disney is now moving that narrative.
Why is Mufasa the bad guy? Explain.
Well, they're making a Mufasa movie that's a live action, whatever. The live lion action.
Who about that? Oh yeah, I do remember that. Yes.
So it's coming out. They dropped the trailer
Yes, I was gonna say I saw
Of
the
it?
trailer. Yeah,
Did you? Then
yeah.
you
That's
should know that Mufasa is the bad guy
what.
in
No, I
this whole
didn't.
situation.
I don't remember. I'd have to watch it again.
So in
But I
in
do
the
remember seeing it.
in the fucking trailer, it's Mufasa and Scar talking, and they Mufasa is
Yeah,
an
2 weeks ago.
adopted cub into the royal family, which would be Scar's parents. So Scar is actually the rightful heir to the king, to being the king. But Mufasa, as an orphan, gets adopted by Scar's parents, and then Mufasa. I don't know the rest of the movie, but Mufasa then becomes king of the Pride Lands. Hence, he stole the kingdom from Scar. So Mufasa's the bad guy in all of this.
No, that's a shitty way to look at it.
It's a story of the commoner becomes king.
But you could also look at it like, which how it usually, at least in like the human world, when it happened, like, oh, my son isn't fit for one reason or another, like he's a bitch,
That didn't
does
happen.
whatever,
That doesn't
or
happen with monarchs.
my son is a piece of shit and my whatever is a much better fit. Like if my son gets in charge,
That doesn't
or
happen with monarchy civilizations, though.
what do you mean? Oh, it happened in fucking Kingdom of Heaven. Orlando Bloom's character. He wasn't the rightful heir, and he was about to get the kingdom handed to him. And then fucking oh boy fucking killed the guy.
Yeah, I mean it's good for movie stuff, but it doesn't happen in actual human lineage of monarchies.
The only time it didn't happen like that was Game of Thrones.
In cinema?
I'm just saying.
Are we talking about real life?
I mean, I only know about. I wasn't alive back when none of these old niggas was alive. So I can
You
only
can't
go
open a book and see look at lineages of kings and.
But what I'm saying is that doesn't.
That's how we ended up with World War One.
But that doesn't say how the motherfucker like. Cool. All right, I found the orphan, or he was a bastard child of mine, and yeah, like we could just write it in the book. That's my son. But like, I don't know if that was actually your son or a bull that you just adopted as a son and cut your actual blood son out. Like, I don't know. So I can only go off of even the book.
You're speculating off of what's not in the book.
I'm speculating on what is in the book, even just because they say I'm just going to use Game of Thrones people's names right now. Joffrey was the heir of King Arthur. I don't know if that means was his actual blood son, or was he an adopted son? Was he a bastard? Was he just his man's son? And he just, I'm gonna give it like I don't know. But in
Did
the
you
book,
watch House of the Dragons at all?
Have not.
Okay, because like what you're like one of the biggest things in that story, like the whole point of that story is pretty much what you're describing as being, but like in real life, throughout our human history, like through ancient Egyptians and the kings back in medieval times.
Happens in business all the time. My son should be the CEO, and I'm gonna give the keys to the company to somebody else. That happens in business all the time.
That's not what we're talking about.
But it's the same thing. It's not
No,
a
it's
monarchy.
not. It's not a monarchy. We're talking about
no.
actual monarchies.
What I'm saying is no. What I'm saying is that concept has now just evolved. We don't have monarchies now. It's now business empires. So you would think, I don't know, if Bezos was still in charge of Amazon and he had a son, you would think, oh, he's next in line. Just right over it. And then if he weren't to get the job, you'd be like, hey, what the fuck happened there? Did he not want it? You know what I mean? Like, you're gonna ask, like, what happened there? If Stephen Jones don't stay owner and GM and all that of the Cowboys once Jerry dies, niggas will be like, hey, what the fuck happened? You just assume that nigga's already in the business, already doing some shit. But if another nigga run shit, you're like, hey, what happened?
What is that shit called? There's a term for this, and I've heard it a ton of times.
I have not. But there's a show based off this shit. It's
There's
popular.
a ton of stuff.
No, there's
like,
some new shit going on right now. On
because
I don't-
it's a age old story of like the king or whoever the leader hands it off to this fucking Ute that is just unfit and just a shitty person, and then they end up just fucking ruining that shit, and then you have a story arc of like somebody else stepping up and taking the throne or like reigns or whatever, or they go through some sort of character arc where they then become a better person.
So is it different because they orphans? Like, what if you had two sons, which they had back then, and you give it to the young son and not the oldest? Is that the same thing? Because to me, it's kind of the
That
same.
would be that would be a problem in a monarchy, like kind of
So, like,
way.
Is
Because
the
if you
problem?
we look at like the British monarchy, because it's
No,
like the
is,
only
is,
one
is
left.
the problem that the kid's an orphan and adopted into the family? Like, is that
Yes,
why?
because he's not of the same. He's not of the bloodline. Because like original monarchy stuff like that, like it gets tied to religion.
Wait, hold on.
Like
Wait. This conversation started off
the
of
Lion
fucking
King.
yes.
Lions.
So now we're
Fictional
talking
lions.
right, but you're
Yes,
bringing
real
religion
monarchies.
and nonsense into the.
What are you
Let's
talking
keep
about?
it-
This is the real thing. This is what the story, like this is what part of the story is this is the thing that it's targeting. This is the topic that the argument is targeting. Because if you're looking at like the monarchy, like obviously in the Lion Kingdom, whichever one is stronger is the one that takes over the pride.
Right. So
So
why
if you
can't
were
we
to
just
compare
apply that? Like, why are we taking human nonsense and applying it to what would happen in the animal kingdom on an animal movie?
With a story about lions that talk. What are you talking about, dog? We're talking about a movie about lions that talk.
Keep it in the realm though of at least fucking lion. Like we're doing with the lions that talk is just instead of the roar, we're saying roar means this.
Yeah, but then we've also now given them a hierarchy.
There is a hierarchy in the animal kingdom.
There is a hierarchy of like a leader of lions, but we've
not
now
giving
made
it anything that's not already there.
Sub hierarchies that are in this inside of this circle of fucking movies. We've made the movie political.
It'd be one thing if these niggas were going on missions and shit, but like it's just
they do go on missions. What are we talking about?
no, you know what
Simba
I mean.
went on a mission to go find Hakuna Matata.
You
And
know
then
what I mean.
Scar took over the Pride Lands because they blamed the death of his father on Simba. So then he had to run away because he wanted to be a pussy. Because
It was his fault.
Wasn't his fault.
It was his fault. He a pussy.
Scar killed him. Scar killed Mufasa.
No. Hold on, stop. Right, but Scar started the stampede. Mufasa got killed because Simba was a pussy, and Mufasa said, "Oh shit, my son! Look at his scary ass in the middle of this joint, about to get ran the fuck over."
I don't know if you know
this,
Jay, but children are stupid.
That's his fault.
That is the parental thing of like your main duty as a parental figure is to protect the offspring.
Let me ask
that
you
is
this,
the
man.
parental thing. It's bred into
now,
people.
I don't have kids.
Animals. I don't know what to tell you.
I don't have kids. So
You breed something, you make something with your sperm. You want to keep it alive. I don't know why. I can't tell you why.
Your kid, middle of the street, right? Zombie apocalypse. Fuck it. Zombie apocalypse. Zombies coming. Your kid stuck in the middle of the street. You get the kid out the way, and you getting smoked.
I'm getting smoked. 100%. 100%. 1,000%.
For what
reason? For what reason? Well, first of all, I would love to feel that sweet release.
Okay. I don't want to be eaten alive, but all right, I feel you.
Second of all, it's just I don't know. It's just bred into us. It's just bred into
Now, did you feel like this was
created
before you had a
offspring,
kid?
so no, absolutely not. 100% before I had a kid, I was like, fuck them kids. I don't know why you do. Off them. We should just make an abortion a fucking mandatory thing.
I think
We should
it's
do what
my
China's doing.
Because in my brain, like it's just not rational and reasonable.
It's not. I'll tell
Like-
you right now, it's not rational and it doesn't make any sense.
I'm gonna chalk the kid
And
up,
at the
my
end
guy.
of the day, I could literally go nutting a lady and make another child.
Right, that's what I was just about to. I go get it.
But at the same time,
I'm trying to live.
it's I don't know why. It's you have to protect it. You have to keep it going.
But you're not protecting it.
I am protecting it. I've stopped it from dying.
You've protected it for that split second. Like once you die, that motherfucker can get clapped by a nut. Clearly, this dumb motherfucker don't know how to run. So all you do is just push it out the way. You got clapped, and now
How
another
old are
zombie
we
going.
talking about? Are we talking about like Carl's age from The Walking Dead?
I mean, no, I don't know
Like
how
walking,
how,
talking, fucking
No,
ready
no,
to
no,
go? 'Cause
no.
I don't know if you know this, but I have a toddler.
but
My
that-
whole job is just literally keeping this dumb idiot alive.
But I'm saying, all right, equivalent Simba's age when
Can't
that
even put Legos
happened
together. It's like
to a fucking child. So, how old's it? 5 when they can start going on their own little like fucking fun adventures in their own met. So, I would
So
assume
we're
Simba's
talking,
around.
we're talking about like Sandlot and Goonies time.
No, they were much older than 5.
Well, then let's go with that age. Because
No,
they seem competent enough to be
no,
able
but
to
that's the
fucking
thing.
handle
We're not
life.
talking competent because Simba wasn't a fucking young adult. Simba was a young child. So it's
Well, he was also an animal, so we don't know what lion years look like.
That's why I just said, what's the equivalent? He wasn't the brightest. He wasn't like he was running around doing dumb shit, still getting put in trouble. So 5, 6, like
He was a
very out-
young bull getting in trouble. So,
Right.
you know, let's just say 5, 6, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
He looked like this when him and old girl was in that little
He was like
cave.
22.
They was able to run out that fucking cave when they were scared. They understood, and Zaza had to come say they little ass, Captain. Hey, come on, like they understood, scared, and nigga could move. So clearly, when shit in their face, they freeze up. So what did you do? You push them. Cool. All right, the nigga move. As far as Mufasa know, that nigga still got fucking trampled on.
Yeah, but to Mufasa's knowledge, that he's also his only heir.
Give a fuck. I know the outcome if
When,
I see it.
when he has 7 or 8 other chicks at the crib that could produce an heir are still there.
Right. I'm going home. Sorry, Simba. I'll make a Simba 2.
I don't know. It's just a paternal thing. I don't know what to tell
Yeah,
you.
y'all dumb.
It's your autistic brain. It's one of those things you wouldn't understand until you have one.
No,
And
I
you're
think
like,
I still
this thing-
understand.
This needs to go on forever.
Because like I think about just other family members. Like
It's not the same.
I know the outcome.
I would send other family member if this was World War II and fucking the SS came to my door. I was like, "Yo, where are they at?" They're getting pointed and put right in the train car.
Shit.
100% with my knowledge of knowing what's going to happen. Family members are getting put in the train car.
That's fucking nuts.
This thing right here, nah, nope. It's just a different. I don't know. It's a different
I
element.
wouldn't even
I
make
don't know.
that make sense. SS come knocking on the door. Hey yo, you think there's some Jews in here? Knowing damn well your daughter a Jew. Cool, fine. You say no, right? They say, hey yo, we gonna smoke your shit. We know you lying. You gonna let them just blow your head off knowing your daughter's they gonna just go upstairs. Nigga, what are you doing? You might as well just be like, yo, shoot us together.
Yo,
Like,
damn,
well,
boy,
Kobe
your daughter
Gigi.
is a Jew. You're not a Jew, but your daughter is damn well as you.
She at least half Jew. Yeah,
He's
she
up there
half Jew.
playing dreidel. She just came out wearing a yarmulke. You just two fucking normal Germans. Just birthed the Jew.
Yo, do you think people had to do that? People had to fucking dress other people up as Jews just to fucking get them out of their lives,
Bro,
or
that would
plant
be the
fucking Jewish
wildest
material.
shit.
I would do it today. Fuck you. Mean? All I gotta do is plant a fucking dreidel in this person's fucking
Plant a
locker in their
dreidel or
car.
a fucking gold fucking menorah in their crib, just putting like
fucking-
melt a couple candlesticks together.
Bro, find a dirty car in a
Oh,
parking lot,
boy.
draw a Jewish star on the fucking dust. Ew, failed one.
Happy Hanukkah in German.
I definitely would. Holy shit!
Yeah,
My
there was
neighbors would all
definitely.
be
I
Jews.
think all of those guys were the people that were running the showers. Just saying,
Bro,
those
it's
guys
not-
were probably running the showers there.
How can you prove you're not a Jew? It's like trying to go to a mental. It's like being in a mental institution trying to prove you're not crazy. Like, what?
Dude, do you think we should bring back mental institutions
It depends. For what's the point?
just to get some of the Looney Tunes of like?
No,
No, let the
No,
Looney Tunes
because
run free.
no. I would prefer we just fucking smoke them all. But that's
Yeah,
me.
well, we can't do that. I mean, we can. They would at least lobotomize them in fucking before.
I just don't want
So, but
any more taxpayer dollars going to fucking dumb shit. So like, it's like I already paid for fucking criminals on death row to just be alive forever. Great, I ain't trying to do that. I'm paying for pedophiles to stay alive. I'm not okay with that.
Isn't it? We've axed out the fucking mental health like care of like asylums and like them doing like crazy experiments on these fucking people, but like we still gotta pay for pedophiles and fucking murderous criminals to fucking live out the rest
I'm not
of their
even that
lives in
subject to
prison.
murderers. It's the pedophiles
And then, like,
the
to
rapists.
be completely honest, I was looking back. I've had a chi-chi once or twice in the last month or two. But like, it just made me think about it. And I was like, damn, dog, like prison life has gotten pretty fucking sweet as long as you're
bro, it's
cool and
fire.
not fucking.
I got a cell phone. Depending how I look, depending what jail, I probably am fucking one of them goddamn.
Yeah, I found a fucking YouTube page where fucking Bull was just making food. Like he just makes YouTube videos of him making food. I don't know if he's in jail. It seems like he's got a setup that looked really close to being in jail.
Gotcha. I mean, he probably is.
He doesn't post all the time and shit like that, but like he'll do like cooking videos where like he's got his own little like flat top grill where he'd be cooking on and shit like that and like making chi-chis and making fucking different prison foods.
When you on this shit, like next time, just if you remember, look at the gap between videos and see if there's any like correlation that nigga possibly might be making a video, then the video go out, guards find, hey, lockdown, nigga, you going in the hole, and then come out, make another video.
Yeah, but it does seem the one problem
Like,
that I do
I don't
find
know.
that seems wild is that like he doesn't ever really take down the shit that like he has for the grill that he's
What
got
do you
going
mean?
on, because like he broke down like because you can get in jail at some jails you can get like hot plates.
Oh yeah.
So like for water and stuff like that, but like
Right.
this dude has broken down these hot plates and then connected them to the bottom of a metal shelf where then all the paint has been scraped off of it and stuff.
Right.
And that is his flat top grill.
Interesting.
But like they're always just like attached, like everything
I
is just
see.
pretty much always set up on the shelf.
I see.
Where it's like you wouldn't normally just have this out.
Right.
Like even if you're really cool with like the COs and like wherever jail like you're there, then or however long your bid is, like I don't know. I feel like they would still kind of bust your stones and being like, yo, take down that grill you got going on. It's like it's not like super hidden.
Does he
It's
speak
like
English?
it's on like he speaks English. And I couldn't put my finger on the accent. But
Hey, how much money would it take for you to drink fish tank water?
all of the money. Like we're talking at least like
all the money I have, I've got.
no, we're more than every money, all of the money that you, your girl, and both y'all's parents have.
Gotcha.
So I'm gonna need a couple M's.
Okay. If I ever hit
Couple
the
M's.
lottery, I will
Couple
hopefully
M's.
remember.
You're gonna hit me up with some fish tank water.
I hope to remember.
I mean, granted, I've probably gone swimming in some creeks and I've probably already drank fish tank water, technically.
No, that's different.
Yeah, I would assume it's a way different because that's just natural water. That's natural creek water. Fish be fucking in that water.
Right.
You're
And
talking
it's
about
flowing.
like this is recirculating fish shit in water.
Yep.
Shit, piss, and shit in water. Mm-mm. That shit probably got a stank to it, dog.
It does. It does stink. So like, how much would it take? Also, I think about it. I was like, I gotta get this dead fish out of here. So I'm like,
This is just a dead fish just floating in that bitch right now.
he's not even floating. He's stuck under a rock. He's stuck underneath a tree, actually. Tree log.
Just fucking decaying water you got going on over there circulating.
No, I'm
Oh,
gonna get him out when I'm done.
we didn't talk about how to do the rest of your vacation experience. I don't know. If you
Oh,
want to talk
it was
about this
it was
here or
chilling.
next week.
The one thing I didn't like was that Sundays and Mondays the island's pretty much shut down.
For
'Cause
religious reasons or
nah,
what?
for just so we asked somebody and it was just his theory, but so one is employment. Um, there's not enough of it, so like stores would just rather keep a set staff because it's cheaper versus having being open on
Two
like,
shifts, open shifts, swapping
yeah,
shifts.
when it's not as busy if or straight dead. So people tend to work 5 straight days and then you're off 2 days, Sunday, Monday. Also in that area is the port. So the cruise ships come. Cruise ships for whatever reason don't dock Monday and Tuesday where it's not as busy. So Wednesday through Saturday is when like you'll get, and I mean I saw it. There was a new cruise ship every fucking day, fucking dock there, and so like I don't know, and like when he said employment, it like made me think about the population that I saw just like walking down the streets, very old. Like other than working like working was regular age people, but like you drive through Philly, like you're gonna see young bulls on the corner, like I didn't see none of that. If you was working age, you was working. And if you was like 50 and up, he wasn't really
I could
working.
see that too, though. Like if you were like of a, not even like a well-to-do, but like, yo, we can get you off this island, send you on a boat over to the states where like you're already a citizen technically. I could see like, yo, take a stab at that versus
For the old head?
no for the young bulls, like the young bulls
Oh,
that were like there, like you saw everybody that was
I see
working,
what you're saying. Yes.
but like, yo, if you had like you own some sort of farm or something like that, or like could get a kid off the island so that way they could have a chance to work at
You're right.
somewhere
You're
else.
right. Because our family friend Eduardo, that's how my mom and dad met him. He came over here. He came over here to go to school.
To work and school.
No, he came over, yeah, just for school, and then even his kids came over to the States and learned. So now you say that, yeah, that makes sense. But like,
Yeah, it would make sense to me that like the older population would be kind of chilling there because like paradise dish, but then like the younger bulls, like, yo, you don't want to just be stuck here.
right?
And there's a whole world out there. Like, yeah, it's really nice here, but at the same time, like, there's a whole world out there that, I mean, you're privileged enough to be part of the world's #1 fucking country as of right now. That you can.
It is a third world country over there. I will.
Yeah, I mean, I 100% believe that.
It's a third world country over there. Now, don't get me wrong. Like on the outside, houses look nice. Inside, them motherfuckers.
Yeah, and then like to take a boat to go to Miami, that shit's got to be like a fucking shell shock, dog. That's gotta be crazy. Yeah, you're gonna hop off a boat and then end up in Miami and fucking see the chicks and the fucking the fake chits over there, or fake chicks for that matter. You're gonna be like, holy shit,
I
this
will
is
say, like,
insane.
it make me like them countries that will like. I mean, hell, we even do it in America. Some states will pay you to fucking come there.
Mm-hmm.
I could very well see that being a thing in a year or two. Not maybe a year or two, but like in my lifetime, 5 to 10 years, like they need an influx of young because it's just all. If the young
Yeah,
are
and
leaving,
once
you
you
need
once
to
you
have an
end up in a
incentive to
fucking
come
nice
back.
spot somewhere in America, why would you go
Right,
back
right.
to this island? Unless
Exactly.
besides for vacations or whatever. Then you're gonna go back and your whole fucking village is gonna be like, hey, can you help me and my family out? I know we like
Like,
didn't really talk to you at all, or we don't really know you, but like, yo, you from here and yo, look out.
the bull, his son, he works for the power company. He works for the electric company of the island. He got a really good job, government job, government electrician. Fuck you, Tim. You wish. So, his daughter joined the army so she could travel and protect the country. Fuck that means. And
Protect the country.
yeah, we people hate my take on the military,
I do not a fan of our military.
or at least
I
the
have no
slogan.
problem with them.
No, I don't,
That's
not maybe not
any
the
issue
at
with
least
them.
the slogan of they're out here to protect our freedom. Nobody's really threatening my freedom. So like y'all are just out here just ideally smoking.
They are, but
everybody.
shadowly. Because we have a big presence everywhere. We
That's
put such a force like of being like, yo, we are everywhere. It becomes more of a shadow Cold War kind of pickup game where it's just like
even, bro. Even when niggas
nobody's down to just throw hands with fucking the big dog.
with anybody though, like you're gonna like it's gonna be a powerhouse going after a small motherfucker. Like you don't have anybody with importance going at each other. You might get the occasional shit talk here and there, or the little mini aggression, but like I don't need my military to be out here in other countries protecting my freedom. Nobody's threatening my shit. Y'all could very well just be home and doing just the same thing. But
Yeah, but we get to
it's
pay for
just
their
a way
travel.
for us to just smoke anybody that we want that's opposing us in any way. Oh yeah, we're in Kuwait for a freedom.
That's what happens
We're
when you're
helping
big
them.
dog, though. When you're big dog, you get to bend the rules and be like, I mean, when you really think about it, like human rights is only an issue for like really first world people. When you don't have the means to like really survive, like human rights really
What do
do
you
take a back
mean?
burner.
What do
Like
you
if
mean?
you're if a country is like super struggling and like conditions are really bad, people will have no issue with just killing others or selling others to other people for
That's not.
their own gain.
That's what the UN.
It's in like all it's in throughout all of history.
But that's what the UN was for and is for. Like when there's
Yeah, the
genocide and
first
things
world
like
countries tell the other countries that they can't do first world problem first world problems of being like, well, we all recognize that these things are wrong. And I'm not saying that we don't all recognize that these things are wrong, but like I'm saying when you're in a certain position, those things take a back burner to the survival of said people. Like when it comes push to come to shove of survival, people don't. If there's an outside force to human life, people will join together to destroy whatever. Like say there's aliens out there and they show up at our doorstep and they want to fuck with us.
right.
I guarantee you there will be a world of unification of being like,
Oh
fuck
fuck.
those guys. We're gonna fuck their moms.
I don't
We're
know.
gonna destroy them. We're gonna destroy those aliens or those humanoid aliens.
I
We're gonna
don't.
fuck them up.
Honestly, I don't think so.
I 100% think so.
You know, I think that is a movie propaganda thing, and it's kind of like, oh yeah, it would make sense for all of
Possibly.
us to just stop our beef.
But everybody
Like,
knows the age old quote, the the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
yes, but even when you think about the alien movies, like most movies where there's an alien invasion, it's America's doing their Independence Day.
That's
America's
just
doing
big dog.
no,
And
but
we
I'm saying
use,
no,
you
no,
know,
no, no. What I'm saying is
American
America's doing their thing, Russia's doing their thing. All these other countries are doing their own thing, and then whoever found success, hey yo, spread the word because we gotta get
yeah,
these
but
missiles out of
that's
here.
fine. But we're all
It-
unified against the same common goal of getting them the fuck out of here, so that we can get back
no,
to fucking your mom. Then
nah,
like
because
us as Americans fucking the Russians' moms.
when you
We
think
don't
of
need to get back to that. But
unified,
hold on, we need to chill. We need to fuck these fucking gray motherfuckers up.
nah, because when you think of unified, you think of this the, like true unified. If you really mean unified at front, you think of South Park when the aliens came. Like the whole world was calling. I mean, granted, it's exaggerated, but like in South Park, but like the whole world was calling Stan. Here, what are we doing? All right, bet, say less. We all in agreement. We're all in on this, and we are all working for one goal to get this fucking space.
See, I think that like if you came to a
That's
real
different.
desperate situation, that's what would
Oh
be
yeah, they're gonna have the
that
aliens
would
would have to
be
clap our
the
shit.
thing.
Like
Yeah,
we'd
we
have
would
to be
have
on
to
some
get pretty clapped. It wouldn't just be on site, been like, "Yo, China, you down?" And then they'd be like, "Yeah, we down, we
The
ride."
minute we lose air
It
superiority,
would be like, yeah, it'd be like it would. We'd have to take a significant fucking loss where they're like, "All right, Doug, I know we have some differences, but like, we really need to put this shit aside because these gray motherfuckers keep coming over here and impregnating people in their throats."
the minute we lose air superiority, like if it was a space alien thing, like the minute we lose air superiority, it's over. We would be fucking calling it.
Oh yeah, y'all. If you're just fucking punching up in the air and they're fucking shooting laser beams or fucking dropping bombs on you, it's game over.
Like
That's
it's wild to me how like no matter where you are in civilization, like timeline, air superiority is always number one, and like it's never gonna fucking change. Like that's always gonna
well,
be get the
it's
high
one of the
ground.
technological advances that just helps you
No,
in the
even
war.
from Stone Man, Caveman, get to the higher ground. I can roll a boulder down. Like it's always been the thing of King of the Hill. Get to the high ground, and then it's evolved with technology and time.
Mhm.
But it's always
Where
been
now the hill is no longer an even involved. Now it's just airspace, and then it
right,
becomes space, and then
right.
beyond space is more space.
Like
No,
that's
I get what you're saying, but like, yeah, it's just one of those things. It's like, yo, if I can hit you without you being able to hit me, it's game over.
yeah.
That's the difference between people that had guns and the samurai that had swords back in the day. So
Which is wild to me. Like I understand technology takes a long time, and like we're just developing new missiles that fly faster and shit. But like I would still think like
oh, we got missiles now that are just swords. They took a dude out with this. There was a fucking I don't know if he was Afghan or some Middle Eastern type of like general, and like they noticed that he would come out and drink like coffee on his balcony or by his window every day.
uh
So they just sent this missile that fucking he turns off. So it just guides itself through the air. And then like as it goes, it's just like 13 or like 25 katanas just come out the sides of it. And it's just a wall of fucking swords that just come and
what?
turn you into fucking a blender. Just cut you into pieces. And they just sent through its window. Like obviously this isn't small. This thing is
Right,
about the size of a fucking Toyota Corolla.
right.
It's just a Toyota Corolla of swords coming at you at like 100 miles an hour.
Shit, more than that, but yeah.
Just turned this dude into mist. It just got dropped by a plane and just got GPS fucking tracked and then just flew through your window while you're drinking coffee of swords that just apparently is so pinpoint accurate that in a car in a Toyota Corolla, it can pick out which seat you're sitting in and drive that motherfucker through
I
it.
mean, it's as big as a fucking car, so it's not gonna matter. It don't gotta be pinpoint. It's gotta hit. You gotta be there. You know, that shit's terrifying.
Yeah, it is. It is absolutely terrifying what people are able to create and engineer of weapons of death. So, I mean, granted, humans are very fragile. Like we can go, you
100%.
you can fucking rub a bush the wrong way, and then next thing you know, you're dead.
Facts.
You could just be sitting, chilling in a room, and some Asian guy walks past you and fucking sneezes, and next thing you know, you're dead.
Dead.
So,
No, which is also why like we develop all these fucking crazy like weapons, and it's like, you know, we're made out of like real squishy stuff, right? Like, you really don't have to do all this. It could be the simplest the fucking thing. It could be a rock. It could literally be a fucking rock, and like we're dead. Like, but yeah, cool. Let's spend all this money on fucking guns and bombs and planes and ships,
or a Toyota Corolla with swords,
right?
that flies through your house,
Right.
and turns you into red mist.
Like,
That is cool though.
oh, don't get me wrong. I love the military advancement,
Super
but
cool.
like
At the same time,
practicality
it's
of it is like,
damn.
also like, fuck world law. Like, I understand there's Geneva codes, war, laws of engagement. Fuck that. Oh, you can't use poison gas and shit. Hey, guess what? Fuck you. I'm doing it. Like, I don't understand like why we just don't follow rules in a world stage of war where the goal is to kill as many people as possible and make the niggas submit because we smoked so many people.
Yeah, but you also got to realize that there's the pawns in the situation, or like the lady that just grows apples and fucking is trying to support her own life by selling them in the market.
Hey, you know what? Move.
See, I've thought that argument for the longest time, but it's like I heard somebody say that it was like, you are holding it against them because of where they didn't get to choose where they spawned. They randomly spawned at some spot and they don't have control. They didn't have control over where they spawned. So it's not like a thing that you could really hold against them because they spawned where they did.
What the fuck does that mean? I'm not telling you to leave forever. Hey, while there's bombs falling out of the sky and bullets flying through windows.
Yeah, but if you get caught in the first bomb of like you're the guy walking down the street in Gaza, and then next thing you know, a mustard gas bomb just fucking drops at your feet and you disintegrate to mustard gas. There's no getting out of the way of that.
No, but there's usually some type of like if you watch the news, you pay attention. Like if we were to get into a little tiff or even a talking shit match with any country, I mean, hey, yeah, well, America says, like, you're gonna hear the escalation of whatever, and
maybe
like,
yeah, there's a lot of people out there that don't have time to be fucking
sure. But
even
in the Ukraine situation, they were given time. Yeah, we gonna start this attack this time. You can get the fuck out the way, or you get rolled over possibly. And a lot of niggas got the fuck out the way in both, like, and some niggas stayed. Why would you? To me, it's no different than a Florida. Sure, some niggas are born in Florida. Florida gets flood, or St. Thomas. There's hurricanes and people. Sure, you didn't get to pick, but guess what? There's Weather Channel.
There's also the people that choose to just be like, "Yo, I'm not leaving."
Right?
I don't believe you. I'm not leaving.
Cool. Once the bombs start dropping.
Yeah, I mean, if you have an opportunity to get out, then yeah, obviously you should take the leap and just.
You always have the opportunity when the bombs aren't falling and it's quiet. Run. The fuck? I don't know.
Yeah, but fucking fruit
it's not like niggas are hunting you. So
no, I mean, you're obviously just a casualty of.
No, I mean like
issue.
at
But like
least
that's the thing is like you're that the big people that are running the show know that innocent bystanders shouldn't be like the rules are set there so that way the innocent bystander that doesn't choose to be part of this situation, like it or not, like they shouldn't just lose their life just because like the big dog rich motherfuckers are having problems with each other.
again, how is it different than somebody being born in a place where natural disasters happen all the time? You can either get the fuck out because you see the water receding from the beach and you understand a tsunami is coming, or you could stay on the beach and be like, I'm gonna get a tan. I don't believe it. Hey, dumb motherfucker, you made a dumb decision. You deserve everything that happens to you.
Yeah, but the person that sees a natural disaster like a tsunami coming, like one, if you're seeing a tsunami, you obviously can't get out of the way for it.
You know what I mean? Hurricane.
But like you being there, you being born in like a country like Ukraine and Russia,
hmm
you didn't choose that. You couldn't just fucking, you can't just know that like
Hey, you got
they're
2 feet,
gonna,
right?
that Russia's like, yo, we want our land back.
Yes, you do. Because
No, you
live in the
don't,
air.
because like,
If I'm an
especially since it's
American and I
also,
know,
it's also a fucking war that's been started because of other outside factors that were already agreed upon that they weren't gonna do.
if I know about it and I'm in America and I understand where this is going, and I don't necessarily even fully understand the history of it, I do not believe that the niggas that are right on the border of Russia, where this pops off, have no idea what the fuck is happening or coming. Even when fucking what's it called got taken a couple years ago. What was that drone that they
You're
took?
assuming that these people have like some sort of form of
No, what was the drone
education.
they took? What was the drone they took? Russia took first a couple years ago. What was that? You know what I'm talking about? Crimea. They took Crimea a couple years ago and annexed that joint. Said it's ours again. You should have known then. Shit getting popping. You should have known because everybody in the world knew that Putin wanted other parts of you.
Well, that would be the same thing with like Taiwan. Why wouldn't all those motherfuckers that are in Taiwan get out of there if you know that China's busting down your door?
What I'm saying, once shit get busy and you know that, all right, it's about to be up, and then it does get up. I'm not even saying you got to necessarily preemptively move. When you know the shit is coming and it's happening, move. The ones that are still living in Donbass, Ukraine, and they're like, oh, you know, I got to dodge bullets. Nigga, you've had time to move. You've had.
I fully also understand there's definitely people that just probably work on farms there that have no idea what's going on, like what goes on around them.
Hell, Revolutionary War happened in Europe. You can either fucking move because the redcoats are coming, or you can fucking see what happens. A lot of niggas moved. Some niggas stayed and
a lot of people died.
I'm just talking about as far as civilians go.
You're talking about the United States Civil War.
I'm just talking about the civilians part.
And we're also talking about people that were like, you know, that moved here for the chance of a new life. And we're only
does that have to do with the redcoats are coming down the street? They will be here in 30 minutes. Move or fucking see what happens. That has not. I don't give a fuck.
Or pick up a gun and fight them back.
Right.
Like the Civil War would make more sense of an argument.
Niggas moved is my point. And you didn't have as much communication back then. You understood that niggas was on your doorstep coming down the street. Like even now, if Russia were to invade California, I'm not telling niggas in New York. Listen, they're in New York. I mean, if they're in California, Russia, I'm not moving today. They get a little fucking, hey, yo, they in Ohio. Oh, hey, I gotta get this fucking suitcase back now. Hey, yo, they're in Western Pennsylvania. Oh, good. That's crazy because I'm on a plane to St. Thomas. Like, I'm moving. Understand what I'm saying? Like,
I get the argument and I get it, but like also you're also talking about like you have the luxury of being able to move.
I have 2 feet.
That's pretty hard when you have like, yeah, but you're also talking about like, you know, somebody may have like a family farm or something like that where they make potatoes.
I don't.
But okay, so now I give up everything that I've ever
or you
known,
die possibly,
and or die, and I just go beat feet and become a refugee to some other country.
and come back when it's all.
I
over,
become some
possibly.
other country's burden.
But I have I'm alive.
Like
enough
all of
to
these
see
other
this
refugees
end.
that are a problem all over the place.
But the point is, this conflict will end. I can go back.
Eventually there'll be a winner.
Right. And I can go back, hopefully. But I have to be
Probably
alive
not.
for that. Maybe depends on what war we're talking. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I'm Ukrainian.
I mean, I'm pretty sure the people that if you come back once you left, they're gonna be like, "Damn, dog, you were either a pussy or like, yo, we don't like your kind here anymore. We killed all y'all." It's gonna be one of those two still options.
Even like the Afghani refugees and shit. When we was in there, hey, they all came back. Hey, you can go back to your country, and they came back.
You mean the country we were occupying, and then like 2 days after we left, or like as we left, they were like, "We're taking that shit over."
I'm talking about way before. I'm talking about when it first happened. I'm not talking about when Biden got in office. Fucked up.
Yeah, we were still talking about a country that was still down with like, "Yo, our people are our people." Also, you're talking about like an outside, like no, I guess I don't know. It's like an outside force of being like completely different cultures and people. Like Ukraine and Russia, you're talking about like similar cultures and similar people.
All right, what about Gaza, the Palestinians, and the Jews?
Different cultures, different people.
All right, so no different than us smoking niggas over there. Different people, different cultures. No different than us smoking.
Yeah, and what has been happening? Palestine's been trying to get Israel out of here. Just as we left Afghanistan, the Afghanis were trying to get us out of there. It's more of like a civil war kind of deal going on with Ukraine and Russia, because there's people that want to be part of Russia, because Ukraine used to be part of the Soviet Union, versus like there's people that are in Ukraine that want Ukraine to stay its own nation, like because then that's how you get the whole story of like, yo, Ukraine's got Nazis.
Some people there's some people on both sides of Israel Gaza that would like to just be cool, cut all this bullshit out.
I'm sure, because this conflict's been going on for so goddamn long. It's like you got children that are being born that don't even know the fucking origin of why they're even fighting.
I mean,
other than the fact that like, these Jews got put here, so we want our land back.
About the American army. None of these kids know why the fuck they're in Kuwait right now. They have no idea the order. They just know.
Because we tell them because the American higher ups tell them to be there.
Right, but that's no different. But that's no different than the other ones that are kids.
Anytime we go to war anywhere, it's like, we're sending the boys over there, and we don't know why we're over there, but like, fuck them. They told us to be there. Well, we knew why we were over in Iraq and Afghanistan. Well, not Afghanistan. We knew we were in. Yeah, we lied about why we were over there. We told them we had weapons of mass destruction. And then that turned into a 20-year campaign. So,
I wonder if he was just straight up about it, would it have lasted as long? But since you were like,
I want to say probably not.
I would think not either.
If they were like, hey, these guys are trying to sell oil in not American dollars, so we're going to go over there and give them a good what for, so that way they have to listen to us. What? I'm pretty sure they would have been like, wait a minute. I'm pretty sure the American people would have been trying to like, nah, dude, let them do what they want. That's whatever. We got money, right? We got oil. We're cool.
No. Yes and no.
So it just how happened was like, they destroyed our fucking the World Trade Center. And then it was like, Iraq did it. And then it was like, yo, motherfuckers, you need to tell us that whether or not you got weapons of mass destruction. We think you do. We don't have proof, but we think you do. And then we were like, yo, they did that shit. And then we were like, what? They did that shit? Hell yeah. Kill them. Knock them off the map. Turn that shit into a fucking parking lot. Fuck those people.
Bro, that was the best time in America. When Trump was like, make America great again, that's the time I thought of it. I was like,
you were like, yo, turn the Middle East into glass.
Again? That was fire.
We're going to turn some poor country into fucking glass.
that was the greatest.
We're going to drop all of the bombs.
Because that was probably the most unified, at least I've ever seen it in my lifetime.
Oh, yeah, dude. That shit was a magical time to live through. And what's crazy is that we have 23 years of children that were not even born for that.
That's a shame.
That's a wild thing.
When I was
23. There's 23-year-olds that are and younger that are all out there that were not there for that. They were there for like the unification part, but I'm sure that shit was wearing off by 2008. It was a real tense time.
These fucking new kids. I was talking to my coworker. He like 19, and
I have some. That's not China Alpha.
I was naming bad black chicks. So I was like Rihanna, Beyonce, not Layden, whatever. And he was like, Beyonce overrated. Me and my 3 other
It's like, yo, you talking about all these old heads.
We all look at each other like, the fuck are you talking about? He's like, yo, she overrated. Like, Beyonce's too perfect. I like a girl with imperfections. That's why I think Rihanna better. I'm like, bro, you haven't seen her feet. Like, her feet probably fucked up because she a dancer and shit. He's like, nah, yo, she gotta have perfect feet. Like, that's my only thing of Beyonce. I ain't never seen her, whatever. So I'm thinking he's crazy. I'm asking all these other young bulls that I know, yo, like, what do you think? They all say no. Of course, old heads. Beyonce. One of them. So I'm on Instagram today, scrolling on break, and just coincidentally, Meg Thee Stallion was with Beyonce, so they took a flick together. Meg, Beyonce, and Glorilla. Fire. And at first I didn't even recognize Beyonce. I was like, oh shit, it is bet. Went right inside. Hey yo, nigga, look at this. He looked at the picture, like, who the fuck? Is this Beyonce? I'm like, yeah. He's like, yo, I ain't never seen her look like that before. I'm like, this is how Beyonce always looked. Like, if anything, just a little less makeup, but like, the fuck? So then he was like, yo, I take back my answer. Beyonce. You young bulls.
Yeah, but you're also talking about young bulls that like Beyonce don't be out there like publicly.
But no, I don't need you. Do you know who she looks like? Yes, she one of them, right? I don't need you to see her every day. You have an idea of what she like. You should.
Yeah, but you might be looking at I think they take it as like, yo, I don't see a current photo of this lady. She might have been bad, like, okay, Cher used to be bad back in the day.
Beyonce's still bad now.
Yeah, but like, I think that they could base it off of being like, yo, this is an old lady. This is an old lady to me. This is a grandma to me.
Well, like, the one bull, I forget what he had said. But it was like, I can go on Instagram and see fucking bad bitches.
I have heard the old like the she's too perfect argument though. I have heard that.
Like, I'm like, yeah, sure, you see bad bitches all the time. Not saying that Beyonce is the baddest bitch on the planet. I'm just saying she one of them. She in that group of baddies. Not to say these little IG thoughts that you talking about is bad as shit ain't in that group.
Yeah, she's in another stratosphere of like badass bitch.
Like a fucking Salma Hayek. Like,
yeah, dude. Yeah, that actually brings up a funny portion. I was like driving my homie, who's the lot attendant bull, because we were moving the cars today, right? We were driving up to the fucking driving the cars to pick him up.
Right.
And I peeped his fucking his phone screen. And I was like, is that Salma Hayek from fucking the vampire movie from Dusk Till Dawn?
Yeah, Dusk Till Dawn, yeah.
I was like, yo, is that your lock screen, dog? It's like, yeah, no, she's bad as shit.
I ain't mad at it.
I was like, yo, that is some crazy shit. Because he's a young bull.
Hey,
so like he's like probably like 20s or whatever. And he's like, yo, she's bad as shit. That movie was fantastic. He's like, dog, I wish I was Quentin Tarantino to suck her fucking toes in that movie.
I'm impressed he's seen the movie.
I was like, God damn, yo, that's crazy.
Yeah, I'm impressed he's seen the movie. Yes,
I mean, I'm with you 100%. Salma Hayek is a fucking bad bitch and fucking has done nothing but age like wine. But God damn, dog, you have that fucking throwback on as your lock screen, dog. That's crazy.
That is nuts.
Yeah, Salma Hayek is one, but there's definitely a few out there. J-Lo is probably one of them.
Now
I don't particularly find J-Lo to be that crazy.
J-Lo
Jennifer Aniston with the fucking no bras.
Yeah, Now, you know what it is for Jill, and it's partly her fault, but it has nothing to do with looks. But I can't separate the two for whatever reason in my brain. Is the fact that she seems like a shitty person. Because like you go through all of these fucking dudes that propose like, and then for whatever reason they don't like. You just seem like there's something bad about you, and like that for whatever reason makes me her a little less attractive.
Yeah, I can
Even
see that. There, she's got like some weird skeleton in the closet of fucking something weird.
And like I
Just
know she's
being a
Hispanic, so
shitty-
she might be wild, but it's like these niggas were willing to marry you, and then you turned on the fucking Puerto Rican hoes. Like I don't. So like, it
Yeah,
can't be.
I've always like battled with the concept that like, yeah, she's Spanish, but like for some reason I feel like
She's from New York.
she's already married to some Spanish dude,
I
and
mean,
she's
Vince
been like
on the
that
block.
since like 21. Like that's what I that's the only way I can wrap my head around the fact that like you've been with all of these like A-list celebrities and like they or like sport players and that make fucking oodles of money, and then like you just no
Yeah,
my Puerto Rican just
she
comes out and
just got
ruins. It just
fired
acts
off.
crazy. You think a
But
girl
then,
like her, you think J-Lo gives head? And do you think he's any good?
oh man, I can't even picture J Lo sucking dick. But
Also, and then I guess timeline, I guess, and where you think that this was, because I, in my mind, back when she was a youngin, back in the like the Living Color,
right.
back in those days,
Oh yeah, she definitely
definitely
already.
definitely won the knees, and definitely had okay game.
I,
Probably nothing to like, nothing that like rocked your socks off. I mean, maybe it was some great sloppy toppy, but like, and I definitely feel like over the years that's just definitely the way. And
well, that's why I say like she
I'm
might have
sure
higher
she's
vibe,
not giving blowjobs more than once a fucking year.
and that's fine though. But if the box is fired, like she's Puerto Rican, she dance, so she on top, them hips is hipping. So like Shakira,
Yeah, you think the grip is that fucking
I'm
hitting
not,
like
not
those
even
fucking
necessarily the grip, but
insane
just
asylum socks?
not even saying the grip. I'm just saying the motion. Like she is doing things that regular bitches ain't doing with her hips and shit because she can dance and she used to moving her body and shit. So like, yeah, bitches twerk on dick, but it twerking on dick is way different than yeah, I mean, with some shit that like, she might be able to do, like a belly dancer. Like they move hips. Oh, all right, yeah, y'all probably fucking get busy on some shit.
Yeah,
That's
maybe.
that's what I mean. Like I think her box might be like Erica Badu, legendary box. Rumors, but the rumors are
I
she's
feel like
got
Jennifer Aniston ain't got no fucking, has got nothing going for her besides the fucking Friends days of just no bras back in the day. Pretty lady,
I love
but
me some
just
Jennifer Aniston.
I love Jennifer Aniston too. It always seemed like fucking, it's like a girl next door kind of vibe.
Yeah,
But it's just like also you never heard anything about her. You never like she never. I don't remember her pulling anything crazy. So it just seems like it seems like she's
she was
just
with
done.
somebody. Who was the bull she was with? Oh man, she was with somebody. But I feel like when you celebrities, they be it's so hard for them.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it's super crazy to be with like to either be with people or find people, and yeah, things of the same nature. Being like, yo, trying to find somebody who doesn't just know you as like this character on a
No, she
show
was
or
married to
whatever.
Brad Pitt.
Yeah, I guess if Brad Pitt's also with J Lo, so then,
They were married for 5 years.
huh?
That's wild.
Also, I don't really stay up on. I guess I don't stay up, but I feel like I don't know. I feel like I would have heard
This was
something
back in the
about
day,
this or
though.
something.
Like,
Yeah, I mean,
2000, 2005. But
yeah, we're talking about fucking 9/11 days, dude. Had war on my mind, bro. Couldn't be following the Jennifer Aniston marriage. I was too busy thinking about the Middle East getting turned into a parking lot, putting Walmarts and Costco's over there.
I don't think I'll ever forget 9/11. As much as they try to make sure I never forget it, like I don't think like I'll my like.
Yeah, I mean, it's
actual-
definitely a day that lives in infamy. I will 100% always
No, I mean like
recall that
I mean
whole
like my
day.
actual like day of learning of it. Like not like the event itself, but like where I was, like that whole like picturization of what was happening that day.
I mean, it was a very wild day. It was a very chaotic day. That was not normal for and by any stretch of the memes. Memes, not memes.
I
'Cause, I mean, I
agree
don't
with
know where you were exactly, but I was in elementary school in
I was in
in
school.
first grade
I don't remember
or
what
second grade.
grade.
I don't know. I don't remember what grade exactly, but I remember
Yeah.
it was in the morning. We had like got done doing like roll call or making sure everybody was there, and then like it came over the loudspeaker, yo, teachers, turn on your TVs.
God
And
damn,
then
y'all started late. My shit, I was already in like a second or third class.
I don't remember. No, well, we only had one class for the day, not one
Oh, okay.
class, but like
I know
we
what
were
you mean.
only in one
Yeah,
room.
yeah, yeah.
So yeah, we had probably been on like the first or second subject of the day, but then it came over. It was like, yo, everybody, turn on the news, and it was like, this is wild. And then we watched the shit happen on TV, and it was like, holy shit. I mean, obviously we're all young bucks, so we were like, I don't know what any of this fucking shit means, but everybody else is wilding out, well, adult wise. So it's like, this is crazy. And then they were like, oh, everybody, y'all gonna go home early. So we're like, sick. This is lit. I don't know what's going on, but we get to go home. So that's sick. But then like parents had to like were coming and picking up kids and shit like that. And it was just I don't remember if I got picked up or if I took the bus home. That's the one thing I don't
My
remember.
shit was, I think it was going from language arts to social studies. I was definitely in social studies. Um, and I remember when the teachers coming in saying, "Yo, a plane just hit the World Trade Center." Turned on the TV, kind of like yeah, shit, and like she had concern in her voice as if it was like a problem, which obviously it was, but like he had the response of like, "Oh, it's a news event. Like, let's, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, let's check it out. Yeah,
it's
that's
happened before. Smaller planes have flown into the so like, you know, you didn't have details.
smaller planes have done this before. Yeah, it's just another
Yeah.
just another
Right,
test
right.
of the
So
system.
like, I mean, after at the time, I didn't know, but like now looking back, I'm like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Like, it's just something crazy. And then we saw the second plane, and oh shit, like I had no idea like what was happening. I was just like, huh, that that shouldn't be a thing. Like, you know what I mean? And then he immediately turned the TV off. And then
Went all wide eyed and was like, "Oh shit!"
no, to me it felt like instantly like they got on the loudspeaker. Or no, teachers got together and was like talking about like what's happening. Should we leave it? And then I feel like instantly after like a couple teachers talked, it was, hey, we're sending everybody home. Parents have been notified. Buses are coming out front. Whatever. And then I got on the bus. We were talking about it on the bus because we let this kid no fucking idea. Like, oh yeah, this is cool. Day off. Fucking get to go home. I want to watch the news because you don't understand like what's actually happening. And then there, of course, my parents are home watching it. And then they're like, turn off the TV because they didn't want me watching it. I want to see what's happening. So they're like, all right, fine, let's turn on the TV. And then the plane in PA, I guess, crashed. And the Pentagon thing happened. And yeah, I was just watching the news every day. like every fucking day.
See what's going on. See how we keep up with this crazy
Who
shit.
did it? And then once you come to find out, it was allegedly whoever we said it was. Then it was. I just remember American flags fucking everywhere.
Oh yeah, dog. We were.
It was black.
TV was there. We didn't give a fuck if
people
were black, Mexican.
It was like, yeah.
Everyone was just like, yo, dog, you fly that flag, you fucking bleed for the red, white, and blue, dog. We're brothers.
It was great because it was like everybody
turned to the Middle East and
everybody against the ground. Like as long as you didn't look fucking Middle Eastern, it was.
Dude, as long as you didn't wear a turban, dog, you were cool.
Oh, not
once
that.
We found out that we were cool, it was turbans, dog. It was over for the turban.
It was over for the niggas that looked like they even sniffed the turban. It was. I saw some wild shit during that time. Oh yeah, like 7-Eleven gas stations. Like it was bad.
Yeah, 7-Eleven guys got the brunt of it.
Like you had.
The same thing happened. The same thing happened after Pearl Harbor too, though. And then people would be like, "We put the Japanese in the concentration camps." I'm like, "Well, yeah, well." When you get attacked by a certain group of people, I think you're going to take a similar people of that group and be like, hey, you know something about this.
Right.
Like, I didn't know anything about this. I didn't even come from there. It's like, well, you look like you came from there. So, like, we can't be too careful. And it's, I get it. I get it. Right. I mean, I can understand where you were like, oh, it's wrong. But it's like, that's a first world kind of problem. If we're in the grips of some fucking serious shit going on, I don't give a fuck what you look like, or I don't give a fuck if you've been here, if I've known you a whole life. If you look like the motherfuckers that destroyed this shit, all right, yo, dog, I'm gonna need you to fucking swear your loyalty right now.
Funniest thing happened.
If not, you're going into a tent.
I'm in Wawa, right?
And there's this new girl behind the counter making sandwiches, an Asian joint, right? And she's making food, trying to make food, trying to figure out shit. And she gets done the one order, and this lady in front of me, she has two things, like two sandwiches or whatever. The second joint is just a tuna sandwich, tuna hoagie, right? So she's trying to fucking figure out what this second order is, and the girl helping her, she making her do something different. And she's like, "Yo, it's on the screen. Yo, just read what's on the screen. You just gotta whatever, right?" So then Asian. I'm like, yo, your eyes really do be too chinky. Yo, this is incredible. And then she's like, oh, tuna hoagie. Okay. So she fucking slaps.
Yeah, it would have been crazy if she started opening up drawers. She's like, I don't see any sashimi in here.
No, she wasn't that type of Asian.
We don't have any knife. How you gonna get tuna?
She was American.
We don't have any rice. This is crazy.
That was the best thing. I was like, that's great. I see why you guys open your eyelids. You really do be fucking blind. Because I heard from Asians, no, we see everything. We see just like y'all.
Yeah, lying ass eyes.
Don't know about that, bud. How do you know how I see?
Dude, could you imagine with like only like fucking half a FOV, dude? Just half a field of view everywhere you go.
No.
Dude, life would be so hard.
I see why they can't see shit. Like, just even doing this is fucking strug snug.
All right, well, I think that's enough for tonight. We've gone way over what we're supposed to.
Hopefully we're offending some people out there.
Yeah, I'm sure some motherfucker in some random country will see this and be mad. So, all right. This has been a fun and great episode of the pod. So, all right, Brother Jay, I will talk to you next week.
Definitely. Hopefully I'll be alive. Maybe not.
I mean, if not, sweet release. Let's go. But we are...
A little something.
Go ahead, man. Break it down.
When you really break it down, we're just two honks and a Negro serving the Lord. We're just two honks and a Negro singing our song.